Hey guys, Sav here, back with some more Let's Replay Guild Wars 2, and today we're in Black Citadel, getting ready to do the Chapter 30 story. I said after the end of the last video I would read these mails as I got them, before we started. The one is Restless Ghosts of the Ascalonian Catacombs. Hail Mighty Hero, Destiny's Edge was a guild of legend, and it saddens me to hear that they no longer wish to be together. However, I have heard through my sources that Erstig Alkin has made a beeline for the catacombs beneath Old Ascalon. I don't know why she's going to that haunted ruin, as it is swamped with human ghosts, victims of the foe fire. More importantly, the catacombs are in the heart of Ashford, which is now Char territory, and Ridlock will not be happy with the particular Norm tromping through his territory. Thought you might be interested, your herald. We will probably do that after we do the level 30 story. We'll do the try to do Ascalonian Catacomb story mode. Let's see how that works. And then I got this for the story itself. From Ridlock, promotion to Centurion. In recognition of your exemplary performance to date, your Legion has promoted you to Centurion. Congratulations, soldier. But don't celebrate too hard. This isn't a ceremonial promotion. Higher rank means higher expectations, more responsibility, and more important duties. Starting now, I have your first assignment waiting. Report to me in the office as soon as possible for your orders. On a more personal note, let me say how glad I am to have another fighting soldier among the brass. Welcome aboard, Ridlock Brimstone, Blood Legion Tribune. So let's go talk to him.
Listen close, Centurion. We've got a serious problem, and you're already involved. The orders of Tyria have come to me about one of your soldiers, Howl the Brazen.
Howl's dead, sir. He died fighting Duke Baradin. I've seen his grave.
Yes, and before he died, Howl apparently bought a dangerous magical amulet from the necromancer Rissa. Where that amulet goes, the undead follow. Rissa has been distributing them all over the region. The Orders want to examine Howl's amulet to see what they're up against. The High Legions want to forge a working relationship with the Orders, so you're going to join their investigation. Reps from the Vigil, Durman Priory, and the Order of Whispers will meet you at Howl's grave. Confer with all three, but focus on the one most likely to get results. Got it?
Yes, sir. Howl was one of mine. I'll do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of this.
Okay.
It's not just necromancy. It's also about dragons and the undead.
So you still think this necromancer Rissa is an agent of the Elder Dragons?
Saita, yes. Don't ask how I know. It's the Order of Whispers' business to know things.
The Priory concurs. We don't know much about Rissa, but we do know she was corrupted.
Then finding and killing her is our priority, not digging around graveyards.
That's why Brimstone sent us to Centurion. Our orders never agree on anything.
Welcome, Centurion. Glad to have you with us. I am Yahala Scribepaw of the Durman Priory. My colleagues are...
I don't need you to speak for me. I'm Gon Towerbreaker of the Vigil. Glad to have another military mind on this mission.
I am Kurakon, concerned blacksmith from the Order of Whispers. We specialize in covert activity, information, infiltration, and assassination. I'm sure Tribune Brimstone briefed you, but to review, all three orders are dedicated to stopping the Elder Dragons. Your late bandmate may be connected.
I understand the mission parameters. Howl's grave is right there. What are we waiting for?
See? That's how a military mind works. Identify the problem, attack it head on. None of this sneaking around, talking things to death.
We were waiting for you, Centurion. There's a complication between us and the objective. Namely, a throng of undead grubs.
And since this used to be a bandmate of yours, we thought it prudent to wait before we dug him up. Now that you're here, though, let's start squashing.
Okay. I think if you're a Char, there's a lot of... you kind of lean towards joining the Vigil, I think, maybe. And I think I did, if I remember correctly, I did Order Whispers in my original Let's Play. I have to double check that before deciding for sure. So probably going to go Vigil on this one.
My time is right. Get off of me so I can inspect.
No amulet here. There isn't even a body. Either someone dug up your friend or he dug himself out. If gone here wasn't so humorless, I might say, this is a dead end.
Go hammer your anvil, Blacksmith. The adults are talking. Look, our objective hasn't changed. We still need to secure one of those amulets.
I'm afraid I must leave that to you two. Without the amulet in hand, I need to confer with my colleagues before the Priory can commit to a course of action.
We have the Necromancer's records. We know the location of at least 2 more of Rissa's trinkets. I say we start in Trugar's homestead. Me and my fellow blacksmiths do a lot of business there. We have valuable contacts at the location that we can't afford to lose.
Scorch what your associates can afford. The people of Snowdrift Haven have already been attacked, and they need our protection now.
You can't save everyone, Crusader. And since our new friend here can't be in 2 places at once, who are you going to protect, Centurion?
We'll just go with the Vigil. Like I said, I'm probably gonna take the Vigil, I think, overall. So might as well do their work here. Snowdrift Haven has already been attacked. The records show an amulet there. No need to get fancy. We go in, find it, secure it. Interested? Sounds like my kind of plan. I'll meet you at the Haven. Kind of annoys me that I'm going to do Vigil, because my only other Char character that I have surviving right now is also Vigil. But whatever, it's fine.
It's worse than I thought. The Haven's already crawling with undead creatures. We need to clean them out.
Agreed. But what about the amulet?
It's easier to search a dead body that isn't moving. Let's go.
Alright, more Risen Grubs.
This amulet of Rissa's was able to summon more than just undead grubs. I don't like this. Hal's grave was empty. He could be out there right now, leading an undead attack on some other haven.
Maybe. But right now, our top priority is to get this amulet back to the Citadel. The sooner we understand how it works, the better.
Agreed. With all three orders pitching in to study the amulet, we can figure out how to destroy it, or at least deactivate it.
Studying is for scholars and spies. They can do whatever they like with Rissa's amulet after we secure it someplace where it won't cause any more trouble.
Some of my old Ferrara.
The German Priory is looking forward to working with the Citadel on this, Tribune.
As is the Order of Whispers. The Dragons want us to come at them individually. That's why we shouldn't do it.
Glad to have you both aboard. We're going to need reliable information from here on. Not to sell the Vigil short. Their firepower is always an asset.
No need to flatter me, Tribune. I know research isn't the Vigil's strong suit. As long as what we're doing eventually leads to the Dragons, we don't mind taking a back seat. Temporarily.
Reporting in, Tribune. We have one of the Necromancer's amulets. Now we just need to figure out how to deal with it.
Top Priory researchers are standing by to determine how the amulet works, and more importantly, how to neutralize it.
My sources say the Inquest has already completed their research on one of these amulets. Why waste time repeating their efforts when we could just acquire their results?
I don't trust the Inquest methodology. This is too important not to handle ourselves the right way.
You scholars and spies know more about the right way to collect data. The Vigil will be standing by when there's action to be taken.
It's your call, Centurion. Do you want to assist the Order of Whispers retrieval mission, or the Priory research effort?
We'll go with the Order of Whispers on this one.
Fight what cannot be
Inquest is evil, but the resources are immense. Acquiring the research lets us access it while denying it to them. It's flawless. Are you with this? I like the way you think, Blacksmith. I'll work with you and the Order of Whispers.
Why do they call Korrikan the Blacksmith? I've never seen him.
Shut up,
The
Dingy.
Inquest did their crystal research in that dredge mine. They're down there now, sterilizing the site to remove any trace they were ever here. The Inquest got where it is by stealing others' research and murdering the competition. Ready to give them a taste of their own medicine.
I'm ready for anything that will settle this amulet business and lead me to Hal. Nobody messes with my warband, not even after they're dead.
Your fallen comrade is already a part of this case, so solving it will tell us what happened to him. Shall we begin?
Let's go.
Time to hunt some prey.
Unfortunately, that supply card's not moving very quickly. There's nobody in it. It's just moving on its own.
I found something. Are these the research results we're after?
Let me see. Yes, you found them. There's quite a bit of useful information here. A few inquest secrets that my blacksmithing friend put to good use.
What else do they say?
Not here. I'll fill you in back at the Citadel. With these results and the help of the other orders, we should be able to wrap this up.
The German Priory
any wild
Citadel on this Tribune.
As is the order of Whispers. The dragons want us to come at them individually.
Oh, motherfucker.
That's why we shouldn't do it.
Glad to have you both aboard. We're going to need
Please don't tell me this is repeating.
Once on a
Not
dare,
to sell
I
this
swallowed
vigilant
a
shore.
thumbtack.
Their firepower is always an asset.
No need to flatter me, Tribune. I know researchers in the what do you call it when you have it at night?
Shut
As
up,
long as
Dinky.
what we're doing eventually leads to the dragons.
I hope this is a
we don't
bug.
mind
I
taking
don't have to
back
redo this
seat
again.
temporarily.
I think I have to do this again.
Eager to hear your report, Centurion. We're seeing an increase in undead attacks all over the region. Safe to say, Rissa's amulets are responsible.
We've learned that
I already did this. Oh wait, no I didn't. Oh, whoops, okay. Whoops. Okay, I thought because they were literally talking, they were literally saying the same thing I said before when I came in here to do the last mission. I thought I might have accidentally screwed something up because I waypointed straight here instead of using the exit button. So I thought that I screwed it up and I had to redo that story step again. So I basically just skipped the dialogue right there. But I can choose between the Vigil and the Priory. My bad. I can go back and read it, I guess. Eager to hear your report, Centurion. We're seeing an increase in undead attacks all over the region. Safe to say Rissa's amulets are responsible. I say we've learned that they're connected to the Orient Dragon. They turn their owners into undead and draw other undead to them. The Vigil dude says the Vigil has one of the amulets stashed in our headquarters. Are you saying that my people are in danger? The Priory person says you militant types ought to be used to that by now. With so many innocents at stake, the Vigil could defend itself. The Priory person goes again. The Priory is working on a way to detect the amulets. We'll use our device to stop the next outbreak before it starts. The Vigil guy says, and if the Vigil falls, who will defend all those innocents it already protects? And then the Order of Whispers guy says, and while you're working that out, I'll withdraw to confer with my superiors. You have a tough choice ahead of you, Centurion. What's it going to be? We'll just go with the Vigil again. I should have read that. I didn't read it. Oh well, it's fine. I knew you could count on these soldiers. See you at the Gendarin Fields where we'll put these undead down for good. I'll be there. I completely screwed up that entire instance. Sorry, guys. We won't. Hopefully that doesn't happen again.